Yo. Welcome to another episode of This Ain't Practice. I'm your host, Chris J.
And I'm your DJ, Shot. What up, bro?
What's going on, my man? How you doing?
Man, doing good, man. Sorry for the delay. Guys, a little technical difficulty. But we here, man. How was your trip?
Man, it was good, man. Rode up, surprised the parents on man, actually a week ago today, last Sunday, man. So got to spend basically a week. Yeah, I got basically spent a week with them. You know how mom and dad are, man. They always happy to see you. You know, being out of state, we don't get to see our folks as much as we would like.
Right.
So, man, it was a good time, and it always goes by fast. You know, you wish you had more time to spend with them, but you know how it goes.
Yeah, a week you blink and it's gone.
Man, for real. It's just like, man, you know, you got the anticipation, the preparation of trying to, you know, make sure you got everything, especially, you know, if you work in remote or whatever the case may be. And then, you know, before you know it, it's like, man, I'm about to go back home tomorrow. So
that's whack, man.
It is.
Yeah, whack. Did you work? You worked while you were up there too?
Some of the days, and then a few of them I took off and was able to spend some time, you know, went out to eat and, you know, spent time with him. Me and my dad watched them. You know, America's pastime, baseball, man. That's how, you know, my love for sports, you know, bonding with him over the, you know, since I was knee high, watching the games and stuff like that. So, man, it's always good to, you know, because we'll watch the games and we end up talking about everything under the sun. So, you know, it's always a good time, man. And hey, the solar eclipse was able to, you know, my mom said, hey, come out here and check it out. Yeah, they had the glasses. So, you know, they're out in Kentucky. So a lot of hills and kind of mountains and stuff in the area where they're at. So, man, it was a crazy thing to see.
Yeah. So you got to so what is it? The totality or whatever it is. It went through that area where you guys are at, like the visibility.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's dope, man. Like it's crazy because like it was so where I live, it was estimated 150,000 people to watch it because this was like the spot to watch it in Waxahachie. And of course, I had to travel. And I was in Louisiana.
Well, of course you did.
And it was cloudy. I couldn't see anything, dude. I was so mad. And I love celestial events. I love astronomy. And that I was very, very upset. And the people that I was working with, they know it. They're like, "Whoa, we've never seen him mad."
Well, it's not like it's an annual event. You know, it's not like, shall we see it next year? That ain't the case.
Right. No, it's not the case. It's not the case. So, and the thing about it, I was really covering for somebody, so that added a little more steam to it. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh.
And see, me, anyway, it's not something that I'm necessarily, you know, into. It was cool to see. But I was able to see, you know, I got good views of it and everything. You know, would have been better for you to see it. But that area up there in that Kentucky, you know, Ohio area, that was like an area where people were flocking to in that area to you know, you got really good views. And then the funny part is, you know, some of my people down here in Texas, they were sending me pictures beforehand because, you know, Kentucky's an Eastern Standard Time zone. So when I finally got it, when it became dark in Kentucky, it had already passed through Texas, and it was back to it was light back here. It was business as usual. So it was just weird, man, because I was looking, and then I looked outside, and I'm like, you know, I looked at because I had forgot about it, and I'm like, man, hold up, like, why is it so dark? Then I realized, like, oh yeah, the solar eclipse.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, it is Eastern time out there. I was in Central, man, but you know, I was. You know, the homies in Dallas, they were, you know, blowing my phone up with you know, videos and pictures and stuff, which I was happy. I was happy about that. You know, jealous AF, but I was happy. So you know, that's the only time I like my phone blown up with stuff like that. So but yeah, it was great. We already got a comment in here, buddy. From Fahim. Sixers from Iverson, the statue gave a toy soldier.
Yeah, man, that joint was small, man. That was it was, and the crazy part about it is that's actually pretty much the size of all the other players. You know, your think Moses Malone, Dr. J,
yeah.
Charles Barkley. It's a couple more guys, and maybe Bobby Jones, and Billy Cunningham, I believe, but I could be wrong on a couple of the last two. But they're all the same size, and they had AI kind of hunched over, like, doing this patented crossover.
Yeah.
So it made it look like a participation trophy. When I first saw it, I'm like, what is going on here, man? They get that dude a third place trophy statue. I'm confused.
Yeah, I was too, and I did a little bit more reading into it as well. And yeah, they all the statues, and it's outside their practice facility too.
Yeah,
right?
it's not even like Wilt Chamberlain, I believe, has one outside the actual arena.
Yeah, Wilt,
so, that's like one of them life size, like your Jordans, your Kobe's, and
right.
That's one of your, like, Bron will have one in Cleveland. If the owner Gilbert isn't being lame, he should put one of Bron outside of that. But
right.
Yeah, it was at my first glance. I'm like, man, they got that out of a box, man, out of a cereal box.
He was like patting the head and stuff. Yeah, he was like rubbing it.
I'm sure when he looked at it, he's like, man, this joint is small, but let me sit here and pretend like I'm satisfied with it.
Right. That's so funny. We got some more comments. What up, Lala? Thanks for joining us.
What's going on?
And Random Rick reviews. Rumor has it he gambled it away. Whoa.
Wow. Okay.
I think Jordan, yeah. I could definitely see that. Definitely see that, man. So what we got in the docket today, brother?
Well, man, we'll start out, man. We'll however long you want to go on this, but saw breaking news last week, man, with Orenthal James Simpson, OJ Simpson passing away. I think age of 76 years old. Pancreatic cancer. You hate to see anyone pass away,
right?
But what's your opinion, man? How do you think his legacy is going to be? How do you think he'll be remembered? Can you delineate between, he had a historic, athletic career, football career, from, dominant in high school, junior college, Heisman Trophy winner, I believe in 1968 at USC. I think he's the first running back to ever rush for 2,000 yards. He did it when there was only 14 games, which is, if you really think about it, man, that's
holy smokes. Yeah.
Whoa. Games to rush for 2,000 is crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And that's before our time, so we didn't get to see OJ. And talking to some of the older folks, in my family, and just folks from the Black community, they talked about, like, he was kind of that first Black celebrity that they were able to see on TV, doing the Hertz commercials, and kind of that crossover appeal like that.
Yeah. And then he went on to do, went on to Hollywood to do the Naked Gun movies and stuff like that.
And Monday Night Football, he was doing the Monday Night Football as well. So just all of that, man. And then the fall from grace.
Yep. He he was acquitted of that crime. And all our culture, we were all happy about it. We were all excited about it. Some of the other cultures were not. We were split. We're definitely split. I think that it's going to be from a culture standpoint. I think that his legacy will go down as you just talked about. A great football player. Probably one of the best to ever do it. And then, he was taken down by the system.
You think I think he, like, I watched a documentary, the one, man, just with the, not to dive too deep into this, but man, just with the recordings with the spousal abuse and all that stuff, like, what I mean? And I was young. Like, I remember, I was telling my dad over the weekend, like, I remember with the whole Bronco chase. I remember I was in Ridgedale Mall in Minnetonka with my mom, and she had taken me with her, and I went into, like, one of the Foot Locker stores, because they used to have the TVs in there, and the Rockets and the Knicks were playing in the NBA Finals.
God damn, you remember all of remember details.
Yeah, I remember. Okay. And I walked in there. I wouldn't buy any shoes, but I wanted to see the game.
Right.
And they switched over to that. And then they kind of had both screens. They kind of had like a little split screen of the Bronco chase. And then after that, I was like ready to get home. I wouldn't even worry about the finals anymore. I wanted to see, like, what was going to happen with that. So, that, and then when the verdict was was read. And then, like I said, I watched it. If you haven't watched that documentary, I would recommend watching it. It was
now you're not talking about the you're talking about the actual documentary or the one that had was it Cuba Gooding?
No, I'm not talking about reenactment. There was one on they did on ESPN. It was like OJ in America. It was like maybe a 5-part documentary.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean it. Like I said, I was in middle school and early high school when kind of when all that transpired. But
yeah, same. But I think I was probably elementary school then because you're a lot older than me.
That's lies. That's lies. You were
probably in the 5th grade.
You were working your first job out of college.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Lies. Nice try though.
Oh God, I hate you.
But no, as I got older and just kind of looked at it more, I'm like, man,
you don't think he did it?
Oh, 100% I do.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
No way.
And I'm not buying that his son did it. And I'm not buying it.
I'm not buying that, but dude, like the detectives and all that stuff, they're planning stuff and all that.
I don't believe that.
They got put on trial.
But I don't believe that. Go back and watch it.
Okay, I'll go watch it because I'm speaking on something I have not watched.
Yeah, go back and watch, because if you go back and watch, it's like in order for them to plan it, they would have to know that he was going to be home. You know what I mean? Like
BJ not believing you either, man.
Yeah, but BJ needs to go watch it too.
So you're saying like it had recordings and things like that kind of swayed you because the reenactment stuff, they kind of made it look like it was the system that was trying to.
Yeah, but he said the detectives were charged. They weren't charged with planting evidence. You need to go back and check it out. They really weren't. It was the Mark Furman part. You know what I mean? Lying under oath, and then essentially when he just when he invoked his I think it's 5th Amendment and he wouldn't answer the question, because had he answered that, it would have opened the floodgates where he would have had to answer everything else. So go back and watch it. He wasn't.
They were not charged.
They were not charged. They were not charged.
Okay. Cool. Papa Jones, great time. Cool son, very intelligent. Okay. Cool son. Wow! They called me Uncle Sean. Wow. No way. Whoa.
Wow.
This burnt me.
Yeah. man, you've always been like a older uncle to me.
Wow. I can't stand you, man. Yeah. So I do believe that he was on a rise before he passed away. He was kind of coming back up a little bit. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. It's tough to say, man. I always see him kind of just going down as a great football player who got screwed by the system. What are your thoughts?
I don't think the system did. I mean, when you got all that stuff he was doing, man, I don't put that aside, but with the spousal abuse and all that type of stuff, and you know what I mean? And him, wow. Yeah. Because I remember when I first met you, man, I was like, man, I remember I thought you were old enough to be driving the school bus, man, driving the kids to Apple Valley High and stuff. I said, man, this dude's old.
I can't. Look. Just because I grade early like Keno doesn't mean I'm way older than
you. But no, do me a favor. We'll revisit this. Yeah. I want you to go. I'll
go watch it.
It's long, but I'm gonna be real with you. It's the best documentary. I love my documentaries, my sports and music and those type of documentaries. It's the best documentary I've ever seen. It's unfortunate the things that transpired during the documentary, but I want you to check it out, and we'll revisit this conversation.
Okay, definitely. Folks in the comments, what do you guys think about his legacy?
Give us your thoughts on his legacy, and what you think about just the case, and if you think it was if he was railroaded, if you think it was above board, just give us your thoughts, put it in the chat. But man, let's jump into this NBA talk.
All right, good deal.
It's the last day of the regular season.
Yeah,
I don't know if you caught it yesterday. They had no games on purpose.
No, I did not catch that.
Yeah. Now think about that, and it's smart by it because anticlimactic. They want it to today's the end of the regular season. Think about all the storylines that you have. You have a lot of seeding in place.
Yeah.
Yes.
I agree, Papa Jones. That's good. Yeah. That's a good way to put it.
Yep. You have a lot of storylines in place. You know, different seedings, teams playing games. You know, teams trying to sneak into that 6th seed so they can avoid the playing game. I sent you the link earlier, man, with the trying to figure out the different scenarios for the Timberwolves to get the number 1 seed in the West. I had a headache, man. I needed an Advil after reading that mess. I'm like, man, this is crazy.
It's crazy, man. I mean, the math was mathing, but it wasn't mathing to me.
No. You know what I said? I'll figure it out at the end of the day when they announce officially what the seedings are. I don't have time for this, man. It's too much work. I'm off today.
I'm off, bro. Like I can't do it right now, man. What Papa Joe said Orlando beats Milwaukee 5th seed if they win, possible playing if they lose. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool. I think they can beat Milwaukee.
Well, they can't because Giannis isn't playing either. You know, Giannis, I believe he's still got that strain. And then did you see Embiid got hurt on Friday? He tweaked his knee. Yeah, Embiid tweaked his knee.
I thought it was just his ankle. Was it his knee?
I thought it was his knee. Maybe his ankle. Maybe I read it wrong. I thought it was his knee. If anybody, you know, is in the chat can look it up and post what it is. But he tweaked the lower extremity. So I know he's supposed to get X-rayed either yesterday or today. Get it looked at. I haven't. I looked before the show. I didn't see any updates.
That's not good. What are they? Are they 3rd seed?
No, they've slipped. Remember, because he was out
for
he was out for a while. If anybody's in the chat, give us an idea of tell us where the Sixers are. You know, we can try to pull that up too.
I might be able to pull it up while we're chopping it up. Holy smoke, they slipped into 7th seed.
See, you see what I'm saying? So they're like right there. And that's why Adam Silver and, you know, the NBA, they were smart, man, for making today, you know, kind of that day, you know, you got all eyes on because typically you're the last game of the season, the regular season, it's not a game that, you know, a day that really has, you know, a lot of merit to it, but how they did it, shifting all the games to today, you got a lot of different narratives, a lot of different storylines to play out today. You know, the Bulls and the Knicks just came on right now.
Yeah, they started at noon, right?
Yep.
Okay. The Knicks are 3rd. Bulls they're playing.
Yep.
So they gotta win. ATL, they gotta win. With Atlanta, they're out though, are they? Well, no. They're gonna be in the play-in. Is what it looks like.
Who's that?
Atlanta.
Atlanta will be they will be in the play-in. So if you see I think it might be play-in game PB or
PB,
yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. It should be interesting. Yeah, I didn't pick that up, man. So that's crazy. The smart way to do it, NBA. Well played. Fahim said it is a knee. Since our regular season finale. Okay, you're right. Okay, yeah, I thought it was an ankle for some reason when I was looking at it, but okay. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. Yeah, I tell you, man. What do you think about the West, dude?
That's kind of the next thing, man. The West is crazy because if I remember correctly, aren't the Lakers and the Warriors aren't they locked into the play-in game? They're too far out to get into the 6th seed, right? I think the 6th seed is between the Suns and the Pelicans, maybe.
You're correct.
Yep, okay, correct.
Yep. So LA, Sacramento, and Golden State, they are locked into the play-in games, and then the Wolves. I think the Wolves got Phoenix. That's not going to be an easy game. The Wolves struggled against Atlanta Friday.
Yep. And then, who was the game? Was it the Wizards? They were down like 15, 20 points. Yeah, I meant to text you the other night. Yeah, they were down. It was a crazy amount. It was like 32-15 or whatever. That's the game where Ant ended up with 51 points.
Remember
you didn't get to see it because
you
were traveling.
I'm so mad about that.
They were down 31-15 or just something. And I'm like, it's like, here comes the Wolves, same old, like you should be. Washington is garbage. They may be the worst team in the NBA. You're trying to get secure the best record in the Western Conference. You shouldn't even be down to a team like that.
No, you should thrash them.
Yes.
And Ant should have to score 51 just to beat them.
Nope.
You know, and you're right. They are the second to worst. They're the second worst team in the league. Just right above Detroit.
See.
So yeah, there's no excuse for that. Yeah, I don't trust them, man.
No.
I don't trust them, dude. Like, there's so many games that they lost that they should have won against these subpar teams. So I don't know, man. Like wherever we land 1 through 3, we're gonna have to play some. There's gonna be some tough competition, man. Some veteran teams. So yeah, that should be interesting.
And man, it definitely will be. And see, Phoenix has something to play for as well. They don't want to be in the play-in game, so they're going to be, really on point, so they can, secure that 6th seed. I think I'm not sure if they have to win and New Orleans has to lose. I need to, I want to figure out that.
Got to go back to the
math. Hold, please.
Yeah, I know. Right? I was looking at that. I was just like, okay. All right. Look, I'm already up. I'm already up before noon on a Sunday. Okay, that's rare. All right. Now I'm trying to map these equations.
Yeah. Out. Well, looking at it, they're one game apart, so they would have to. I think they would need the Pelicans to lose, and they would have to win, and maybe they'll get in virtually over tiebreaker because Pelicans got a 1-game lead on them right now. So
right.
I think they have to win, and
Pelicans probably have to lose. Are the Pelicans playing today?
Yeah, everybody, the whole league's playing.
Everybody's playing.
Hey, ain't no days off today.
I missed that memo. No. Wow, everybody's on the clock.
Everybody's on the clock.
Oh man,
it's a dope day, man. It's especially if you're an NBA fan, man. You got games like the ticket. It's the last day of the NBA, the league pass. So you're gonna have, it's full of games today.
I think it'll be.
Oh man, okay, bet. That's what's up. I love it. So what are you thinking, man? What are you
man? I think I need to see, and I meant to do that. My apologies. I wanted to see who the Pelicans were playing today, so I can kind of get an idea of. So they got the Lakers at 7:30 tonight, out in New Orleans.
That should be fun.
Well, and is LeBron, like LeBron and AD, are they going to play? Because they're in the play-in. They can't really move up in terms of getting into the, into that the actual 6th seed or higher. So I don't know, is this a rest game for LeBron and AD? Because I know AD, I don't know if it was an eye injury or something, but he got banged up the other night when they were playing. I believe it was on Thursday or Friday.
Again?
So, yeah, again.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's gonna make any difference either way. Because they're locked into that play-in game.
Yep.
Because they're not gonna catch Phoenix. So I would sit them if I was coach.
And that's what it is. You sit them. New Orleans has got they got a really good chance of winning. They should win that game.
Right. They should win that game.
The Suns are playing the Wolves at 2:30. So yeah, that's going to be interesting to see how that shakes out.
Yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. Huh. Okay, we'll have to keep our eye on that today. Yeah, I'm definitely going to tune in for that Lakers game. And the Wolves. Okay.
So let me ask you this. So kind of backtrack a little bit. What's your thoughts on the the regular season? Are there any surprise teams? Are there any teams you thought were going to be better that ended up underachieving, or teams that overachieved? Like for me, the Orlando Magic, I didn't think the Orlando Magic would be as good as they are this year. A lot of people don't pay attention. Like you ask an average fan, they probably couldn't name 3-4 guys off the Orlando Magic roster.
Right.
And for them to be, in the seeding that they're in the 5th seed, like, man, that's Coach bad. Mosley, man, Jamal Mosley, he's done a bang up job down there. So that's the team for me. Like I looked at him and I thought, said, wow, they overachieved.
Yeah, definitely. I couldn't name you a player. I think they had that guy. He was rookie of the year. Was it last season or the season before?
Yeah, Paolo Banchero, and they got Jalen Suggs from St. Paul.
Oh yeah. That's right.
High school at Creighton-Durham, went to Gonzaga. So yeah, Cole Anthony from UNC, Wagner Bros. So man, they got some definitely got some young talent down there.
Yeah, they're definitely on the come up. They'll probably be. They might be top 3 the next couple of years, if not next year.
Well, it is. They're good, so they can be a destination to where like a really good free agent would want to go down there. You got a young team, good young players, and then you can go and add, a marquee guy. It's Orlando. It's not like you're trying to get him to go to the cold in Minnesota or which playing with Ant would be crazy. You know what I mean? But it's you know how it is. You know how we done seen
small market. Yeah, small market team, and it's cold. I'm sorry, Minnesota's miserable. I can say that I'm from there.
Facts.
Facts. It's a miserable place to live in the wintertime. It's great in the summer and spring, but it's just you don't have a whole lot of months for that. So it's just not an ideal destination for a lot of these athletes who are making all this money. And you got some money, man. You want to try to get in the streets when you can. You know what I'm saying? But man, when it's 20 below, when you're young, you know what I'm saying, and you're from Florida or Texas or California or one of those warmer climate states, or whatever. You're like, man, really want to go play those Minnesota Timberwolves. really want to play with those Vikings. Like,
you remember how it is, man, going out there starting your car early so it could. Man, I didn't have no remote starter back then, man. Remote starter was you going out there cranking that joint up, man, and freezing, face be hurting because it's so doggone cold. Like, come on, man.
I tell you what, to those that and it's a great city, but it's just I can't do the winters. I can't do it, man.
Folks down here, they'll be like, oh, I love the winters, and I'm like, you ain't felt the winter like that. Like these winters down here is nothing compared to what we did. I mean, we had to wait for the bus and then walking home from school, just you name it.
That wind chill -40 in your face. Yeah, they didn't cancel school back in the day for us.
No, snow days. Never heard of her.
Never heard of her. but he hit us with that Friday. He never heard of her.
Yeah, man, come on, man.
Yeah, so yes, but I tell you what, man, Minnesota surprised me.
Yeah,
they surprised me. They overachieved to me.
Well, you remember I had them top 4 seed when we did our preseason. I had them 4. I'm like, I figured Ant would take the next step. I didn't think he would take this step that he took. Like Ant he's been balling, man. And did you watch Cat the other night? And I missed it. I was out of time to catch. He made his return, I believe, the other night.
No, what, Friday?
Yeah, I think Cat was back on Friday.
Holy smokes! Now we were doing the show and went way over.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
I think.
How do you do?
Let's pull it up real quick, man. And I wanted to, because that's when they beat the Hawks, and I believe Cat was
barely.
Yeah, he played 28 minutes, 11 points, man, 8 assists, 5 rebounds.
That's all you need.
Yeah, that's all you need. So he's back.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I need.
I kind of tell that Reed, it was kind of, that responsibility was kind of wearing him a little bit. He's kind of started to wither towards the end there. Wasn't as confident in the shot and all that stuff. So so it's good to have Ant back, and Reed can kind of go back to. I don't think Reed is ready to be a starter yet. Great 6 man, but I don't think he's ready to be a starter.
This is a good role for him, man. 28, 30 minutes a game. He's backing up Rudy Gobert, backing up Cat. He can play the 4 or the 5. He's a legit, stretch shooter, from the post position from 4 to 5. He can knock threes down. You better not leave him open. He's gonna make you pay. So, so he definitely fits a role. It's just it needs to. It's certain minutes. You don't want him playing 38 minutes or 35. I think it's perfect right where he's at, that 25 to 30 in that range. I think that's perfect for him.
Absolutely. And then who's that Gilchrist cousin? What's his name? Alexander Walker.
Nickeil Alexander Walker for the Wolves. You talking about?
Yeah. That dude. He definitely upped his game when Cat went out as well. He's been balling. So
he did. He can play multiple positions. He can guard multiple positions. So I just liked how the roster is constructed. Now we didn't talk about this last time, but there's the issue with Glenn Taylor and
your pop. Finally,
man. Next show, I'm taking this off now. But but man, Alex Rodriguez, he's him and Glenn Taylor are having beef. Glenn said they didn't make their final installment to purchase the team, so he said they're no longer for sale. So he took them off the market. And A-Rod is saying like, nah, we had the money, we were ready to purchase them because they bought the Wolves for $1.5 billion. That's a couple of years ago when they went in that contractual agreement. Well, since then, like the Charlotte Hornets, Michael Jordan sold them for $3.5 billion.
Price went up.
The price went up, man. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Not today's price. So A-Rod is like, man, we got Stephen A. Smith coming to the games. We got 50 Cent coming to the games.
Yeah.
We're not coming to the Timberwolves games before, we got into the mix. So, yeah.
I can't stand y'all, man. But, I got to put the comment up there. Yeah, they got the celebrities coming out. Mm-hmm. I'm like surprised to see them. Like, man, this is great. And this is what Glenn Taylor wants to do, man. He basically he reneged on them. Right. What it sounds like. That's why he reneged on them.
And people are saying that he was going to. Glenn Taylor is saying that A-Rod and them, or what's being leaked, is they might try to sell the team or they were going to cut the payroll. But A-Rod and them said that part of the agreement is they made a promise that the Wolves would never be moved from Minnesota and they want to build a new stadium.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Wow. So you know how it is, man. It's like trying to sully one guy's name versus the other. So it'll be interesting to see how that shakes out.
Yeah. Well, as long as he doesn't sell it to the guys who wanted to move the team to Vegas.
Yeah, no, we're not. Come on,
don't do that.
Minnesota's, and I think they always talk about Minnesota being a hockey state. I think Minnesota's turned into a basketball state, man, with all the players that have been coming out of there.
Yeah,
I don't think the fans, they ain't gonna take that land down to move in the Timberwolves, especially they're really relevant right now too.
Right.
And got, Ant Edwards is one of the faces of the NBA, so
right.
I don't see, and Glenn Taylor is a local guy, so I don't see him. I'm interested to see how this plays out because they got long money, so he said they got the best litigation team that money can buy. So
right, yeah, okay, that's what's Papa Joe's is on it today, boy.
For real.
Papa Joe, hey, it's noon. Papa Joe's wide awake. He's like, let's go.
Hey, we're early risers, man. We've been up since 5-6 a.m. man. That's how we're wired like that. So.
It's in your DNA. Yeah, I remember I said I woke up to just use the restroom at like 5 in the morning or something. And you're scrolling through stuff or whatever. And so I sent you something off of Instagram. 5 in the morning, you responded immediately. I was like, "Wow!" I was going back to bed.
Not me. It's Rise and Shine. I got that ping. I said, "Let me see who this is." Oh, okay. I got somebody else that's up at 5 a.m. Let's do this.
I can't stand you. Rise and grind, baby.
Yeah,
I'm not his uncle.
Yeah.
Man, it's crazy. It's funny because like whenever we be kicking it like out, just we be in the streets or whatever, they're like, when the server comes, whatever, they're like, hey, what you like to drink? Blah blah. I'm like, hey, give me this and that. They're like, oh, okay. What does your granddad want? I'm like, well, granddad, what do you want?
Lies.
That's how they refer to you. So
sure. Sounds good. Sounds good. I remember my birthday in December when you used to like, let's celebrate at Denny's. I can get everybody a discount. So
I hate you.
Complimentary Grand Slam meal.
Complimentary that sounds good. That sounds so
not
good.
Gonna lie, it does. I tear one up right now.
Yeah, but dude, look, it's brunch time. It's brunch time, man. Like it's time to get it.
Minus the links, but yeah.
Whoa.
So man, who
no Diddy. All right, so
facts. So the season's wrapped up. Who's your MVP pick?
MVP. I it's just got to go to I got to give it to SAG.
Okay, I think it's gonna go to the Joker.
It'll probably go to him. I rather go to SAG, but it'll probably go to the Joker.
And I think Luka Doncic will finish second.
Really?
Yeah, I think Luke.
So SAG's out of the conversation now?
I think he's kind of slipped a little. Like he's had, but to me, why is he above Ant? They should be, to me, neck and neck.
Because his numbers are better.
How much better are they?
I don't know. Don't get me lying now.
Yeah, I mean, but
I know his scoring is. I know he's.
His scoring his scoring is definitely better. But yeah, you pull up SGA's numbers, and I can tell you, I mean, so And is, he's 26 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Man, that's pretty. It's pretty, and almost a steal and a half.
Bad.
That's solid.
Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, and the records are virtually the same.
Right. And he played without Towns for a while. His second cog, and he carried the squad. So
he kept them in the running. That's for sure.
He did, because I remember when Cat got hurt, I'm like, man, they might slip to the 5th or the 6th seed.
Yeah, I thought so too. We were talking about that on one of the shows. We are like, oh, that's a wrap. I said it's over.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
you still gave him some love. Okay, the Joker. Okay, yeah, I hate him.
I know you don't like it, man. Man, he's so cold, man. Joker's cold, man. It's not aesthetically pleasing though. That's the whole thing about it. It's not. So
yeah, at all. It's and then like it's almost like he doesn't care.
Right.
He's just out there playing with a bunch of. He's a grown man playing with a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
So I gotta let Shell know BJ's on the way. BJ likes to do the show in studio for some reason.
Oh wow.
So
okay. All right.
Yeah, you know my Sundays are sacred, right?
Yeah, I know.
Shell is not happy.
I imagine not. Man, you know how, man, we got the work obligations, and not we be back on our Thursdays as regularly scheduled. So
right, yeah,
I get it.
It's okay if it's like this. Remote is fine. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
Yeah, it's.
No, I don't know about doing them in 3D on a Sunday, man. Like, man, I was a little intrusive right there.
He said last one.
He
said last one. DJ, Shell might have a conversation with you when you come to the door. Yeah, I'll still be doing the show, so have fun with that. Yeah.
DJ, you might be via satellite out in the driveway.
Okay, man. You gotta be right.
Yeah, I was gonna hit you up, man, because me and J-Bo might link up later. But I was like, man, it's a Sunday, and then I remember you had the second show. So yeah. But hey, so let me ask you this: who you got for Rookie of the Year?
Wembanyama.
I don't even think it's close.
No,
I think he's gonna win by a landslide.
Yeah. I think so too, dude. Like his numbers are crazy, man. Like his rookie numbers are right up there with LeBron's rookie numbers. So.
And remember at the beginning of the year they were questioning like he's struggling, because I remember even Cole was talking about it back in October when we talked about it on first, second show, and he's like, man, you got to give him time. Like,
right,
this is his rookie. He's only 2-3 games in, man. He's doing some crazy. Like, I've seen him blocking shots. He's not even jumping.
No, he's just
put his arm up.
He put his arm up.
Like, give me
that. God. like run that.
Right.
Wow. Right. I would hate to have to shoot on him, man. Like if I was in the what? He's too long, dude. He and they can pull up and hit it from the three, a pull up three.
And then his dribble game is nice. He's got work with dribbling. But he's like remember Stretch Armstrong?
Yes. I know. Yeah, that's what he looks like.
Yes.
Yeah, that's absolutely what he looks like. Yes. Oh, yeah, that's crazy. That's great. Yeah, now that you say it, oh my god. Yeah, it doesn't. Oh man, I don't want to say he's weird looking though. You know what I'm saying? But
that's not normal. So a 7'4" guy with long, and then to be as talented as he is, as gifted as he is, that's not normal.
Right. I'm like, who trained this kid?
Yeah. And then there's another one there's a younger brother that's like on the way too. There's like a Wemby Jr. on deck.
So does he have like his wingspan and like
I don't think he's 7'4". I think he might be like 6'10", 6'11". So I don't know if he's as good as him, but I saw some stuff they had him, he was putting in work in the lab, man, working on his game and stuff like that. So I forgot how old he is, but we'll be on the lookout for the next Wemby. He's coming, he's fastly approaching.
Yeah, definitely. It's when he puts, I think Joker said he needs to put a little more meat on his bones. And after that, it's gonna be over. What Joker said he needs to get fatter, right? He said
Joker said he needs to get fatter.
Yeah. So, hey, I agree because did he get hurt this season at all?
Man, he didn't get hurt, but what they were doing is they had him on like a minute restriction. So like there were certain games like he wouldn't play over 30 minutes, even though like he could easily play, another 5 or 10 minutes. But Popovich and RC Buford and those guys front office organization, they had him on minutes restriction. So it's crazy. I mean, because he could have put up even better numbers. He could have stockpiled better numbers. So San Antonio now, if I'm a young cat or I'm a star guy, whatever, man, put me down there with Wemby.
Put me down there.
I want to play with Wemby,
Yeah, run me up. And now he understands the speed of the game and all that. And then he's gonna, he's going back in the lab this summer. He's probably, he's gonna get his weight up and just continue to work on his game, dude. And I mean, he's gonna be a whole other player next season. I can't wait for that, man. So it seems like he's durable. I'm not a big fan of minutes restrictions, but I think that was the right decision for him, just to see where he's going to land, and he's going to have the physicality to play with these guys and to play that many games. That's a lot of games, man.
It's a whole lot of games.
Yeah. So I kind of agree with that. I don't agree with letting players take games off and all that load management crap, but
I don't either.
For the rookie coming in with his type of build, ain't no telling. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
But yeah, I think he runs away with it, and good for him.
I agree. I agree. He deserves. And that Chet Holmgren, for OKC, I always like, man, you got drafted the year before. I get it, you didn't play, but you were actually in the NBA. This is your second year, so I was never really feeling that like you could still be eligible for Rookie of the Year. Like,
I agree. Yeah, I think we talked about that. I don't know, on one of our previous shows.
Right.
Like, nah, bruh. you shouldn't have got hurt last year. You know what I'm saying? Like this is year 2. Nah, that don't count. So
let me ask you this. So who is your finals prediction? You may not remember yours at the beginning of the year. I had Phoenix and Boston in the finals. I think I had Boston beating Phoenix. I no longer would have Phoenix in the final. I would still have Boston, but I would have Boston and Denver.
Okay. Yeah, same. I don't know who I put in there before. I don't remember. Yeah. I don't remember what I ate last night. But.
I think you had the Wizards. I think you had the Wizards. All right, my bad. You didn't have the Wizards, but
I know I didn't put the Wolves in there. That's for sure.
No, you did. You did. I think you had. Did you have the Lakers?
Yeah, I was going with my heart.
I know. I think you had the Lakers, and maybe I don't. I think Lakers and the Bucks. I think maybe or something like that. I think
that sounds right. Yeah, because the Bucks were killing.
Yeah. The
Bucks were killing, and I had faith in LeBron.
So who you got Denver and Boston right now?
Yeah.
Who are you picking?
I picked Boston, man. I picked Boston.
I would pick Boston. My only scares me with Boston is, man, sometimes they don't play smart basketball. You have Brown and Tatum just jacking up 3-pointers. Like, add Drew Holiday and Porzingis, like, those are massive moves.
So and that's why I give them the edge, because of Porzingis and Holiday.
Right.
Porzingis is playing out of his mind. If he can continue to stay healthy during the playoffs, he's somebody you got to deal with.
And Drew Holiday leaving Milwaukee. Milwaukee got worse adding Dame, because Drew Holiday, he was the defensive guy.
He was.
Dame's a scorer, and I get Drew Holiday can't score like Dame, but man, they lost a lot of defense when Drew Holiday. And I bet you Milwaukee was not expecting Drew Holiday, because they traded him to Portland. They probably weren't expecting Portland to turn around and trade Jrue Holiday to Boston.
No.
You know what I mean? They're like, man, like where did this come from? Like, man, y'all hoodwinked us.
The hoodwinked. What part of the game is this?
Right.
Portland, they knew they weren't going to do anything this season.
Mm-hmm.
They knew, they're bottoming out. Get yourself a draft pick. You know what I mean? Like they knew what it was. Yeah. I don't see how Milwaukee. Well, you can't predict that. You know what I'm saying? That you can't predict that. But yeah, hell of a move, man. Hell of a move. Boston picked him up, and I think because of Porzingis, I think that's why they'll be able to contend with Joker.
And that's a smart, like you talk about Porzingis, people forget they traded Marcus Smart. Remember, Marcus Smart was the defensive guy.
He was.
Well, you just replaced Marcus Smart with Jrue Holiday, who was just as good defensively. It's a toss-up. But then you added Porzingis. Like, man, that's, everybody's playing checkers. They playing chess over there. Like, those are championship moves right there.
So. Yeah, man. I mean, putting the right players in the right place, man, to be successful and to drive that team. And they've been killing, man. And I think they've been resting their players, right? Because they're locked in.
They're definitely locked in. They are for sure locked in. So I would think I'd give Boston the edge because of depth, but man, Denver's got that championship pedigree on the squad, and they got the best player on the court.
They do.
And that's there's something to be said about that. So
right, yeah. Don't count them out. It's gonna be close. I mean, it's gonna be a 6 or 7 game series.
Mm-hmm. I would say Boston in 7, but I could easily say Denver. If you're saying 7, it's obviously a toss up, but I could easily see Denver in 7 as well. So
yeah. And what we got to remember about Boston is that Boston has been there as well. Mm-hmm. They just haven't won it. I think they got beat by the Suns, right?
No, the Golden State. Remember, Curry finally got his Finals MVP, but they played them tough. They blew some games that they should, because I think they whipped Golden State pretty bad. It was out in Golden State, the game 1 or game 2, I don't remember.
They blew them out, right?
They blew them out, yeah.
Yeah, and the Golden State came back and won the series. It was like, whoa, all right, well done. But they're playing a veteran team. They've been there, before and all that good stuff. So I think Tatum and Brown, they've matured. They kind of. Well, hopefully they learn from their mistakes, and they do the damn thing. Now, as you ask who I want to win, West. I want the West to win. You know what I mean? Okay. But I think Boston's gonna edge them out. But Joker, dude, I mean, he makes everybody better.
And that's the thing that's so underrated, because that we talked about it. It's not, he's not doing high dunks. It's not all this crazy stuff. But man, dude is so cerebral, and like I said, he makes. He can play like a point guard. He can play like a center. He just does so many things. He's getting the guys in the right places on the floor, delivering the ball where it needs to be. So, this dude's unreal.
They do unreal, man. And how he carved us up, the Wolves up. Whew, I was like, I hate this guy. He was carving us up, bro. Okay.
Let me ask you this, man. So I don't know if you saw. You saw your boy Draymond Green complaining the other day. He basically said, like, if he gets fouled, they don't call anything. But when he fouls someone, they throw him under the jail. And I'm like, you earned every bit of that. All the mess that you've done over the years, like, you should not be complaining about not getting foul calls. I mean, think about the stuff he did and got away with.
Right. Yeah, because they usually don't catch everything.
No,
you know what I'm saying? They don't catch everything. So there's a lot of stuff that these players do, in all pro leagues that the refs don't catch. There's so much that they have to watch and all this stuff, and there's little slick stuff that you learn, throughout your years in the league. So yeah, this is the stuff you've been caught on, man. Come on.
Nobody wants to hear that, Draymond.
Nobody wants to hear that.
You're the last person that should be complaining about fouls and not getting foul calls. Nobody wants to hear that, bro.
Nobody wants to hear that. Did I send that to you? I'm sure you've seen it, where there was this reel, and Draymond Green gets fouled, and he falls on the floor. He's rolling around the floor, and the guy talking, he's like, "Okay, look at this. So Draymond gets fouled, but whatever, it's Draymond." And Draymond is laying on the floor. They go up and down the floor about 2 or 3 times with Draymond laying on the floor, withering in pain, You know what I'm saying? And it's just continued play. Right. At one point, they're playing at one point, I can't remember who they were playing. At one point, one of the players, it was not Curry. Who's the I can't think right now. Who's the other guy?
Klay Thompson?
Yeah, Klay Thompson kind of looks at him like, is he are you okay? And then but the play's still going, so he's gotta book it down the floor to get on defense.
Right.
So funny. And it was just funny. It was just like, yeah, but whatever. It's Draymond.
That's it for it. Like, man, you'll be all right.
Yeah, you'll be all right, man. But, like, they didn't call a timeout. They didn't do anything, man. They ran and like they were in an offensive set, right? And Draymond is rolling on the floor still.
See what
second time on the floor.
Look what Shell just posted. She's speaking facts. That's what it is.
He got a taste with own medicine. I would have left him on the ground too and kept playing.
Yep.
Shell, did I send that to you? I don't know if I sent that to Shell. I know I sent it to Kobe.
Yep, she's right. Like, man, remember what you did 6 weeks ago? Man, get up.
Get up.
Man, get up.
Yeah, ain't nobody trying to hear that mess.
At all.
And it was he got hit in the face a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That was it.
Bro, you done kick people in the you know where, man, stomped on somebody's chest. Like, man, come on, bro. Like, you elbowing folks, man. You almost choked Rudy Gobert out, man. That dude had man, you see the venom he had in his eyes and his face, like, man, it was just crazy. So crazy. Like, come on, fam.
Yeah, like, get out of here with that mess.
Yeah,
yeah. Like, nah, man, you reap what you sow. Well, it was Draymond. Get out, God. I'm sorry. He's just annoying. Shell said I did send it to her. Okay, yeah. It was just so fun. Like, the commentator was just so funny. He's like, yeah, so Draymond gets fouled here, but whatever. It's Draymond.
Yeah.
But what we got next on the topic?
Man. So we'll wrap it up. We getting close to the hour, but yeah, we'll wrap it up. So Jontay Porter, remember we talked about him on the last episode that we did. So we skipped last week, but you know he was doing a prop bet gambling.
Yeah.
For the Raptors.
What's his name, brother? Was it who's his brother?
Michael Porter Jr. for the Nuggets is his brother.
That's right.
So the commissioner Adam Silver spoke about it. He basically said they're investigating it, and he said he didn't say he did it, but he said if he did do it, he committed a cardinal sin in the NBA. Yeah, man, he hit him with he said if he did do it, and man, basically said that you know, if that did happen, they're going to be dropping the hammer, you know, to make an example. And that hammer will be, I think he'll be permanently banned from the NBA if they do their due diligence and find out that he was actually doing these bets, because he did a horrible job of trying to mask them. Like, man, you get the stomach flu when you don't put in like a $20,000 bet during the game and then you leave. Like, come on, man. And it's not like he's nice. It's not like it's Joker or Giannis or
he's not his brother
or his brother or even like like say a face of the NBA type of guy. Because then you'd be like, all right, we'll suspend him for half a season or we'll suspend him for a season. Like, dude, you're a fringe player. You're out of here.
Is he on a 2-way contract?
Yes.
Oh, he's out.
He's out of there.
Bro, he's out, bro.
That dude's gonna be overseas, Siberia, some league over there, man.
Not Siberia.
That dude's gonna be out of there, man.
Your brother said they're gonna ban him for life. Oh,
yeah, God. Man. Or he'll be in some local league, man. Ray's Rec League or something like that.
Ray's Rec League.
You are no longer part of the National Basketball Association. That's a wrap.
You're not part of the association as they should. Don't the fool.
Well, a lot of people always say, remember you always hear the NBA is rigged, it's fixed. They only want, you know what I mean? They only want the LeBrons, or they only want the Steph Currys. I remember hearing it back in the 90s. They want MJ in the final for ratings, you know, like or you want to see the Lakers and the Celtics with Bird and Magic. Like, people have been saying the fix is in. And then you got this dude, allegedly, if he did do it, allegedly, but if he did do it, like, come on, man. And again, you're not nice like that. So the league's not going to miss you. A lot of people don't even know who you are.
I've never heard of her until you told me about it.
Exactly.
And then you had to break down who the brother was. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I've heard of him.
I hit you with the Damon Wayans. We're brothers. We're brothers.
Right. Do.
Right.
Facts, dude. Facts, man. So I mean, yeah, that's crazy. You're the wrong person to be doing something like that. Work on your game.
Yeah.
Work on your game. Get
man,
with
work
your
on
brother.
Your game.
Work
man,
on your game.
Get some money from your brother if you need be, but man, work on your game. Try to secure a 3-4 year contract. You know, if you're nice, the NBA will pay you if you're nice. You don't got to do mess like this. Like you're just nickel and dime. It's hustling backwards. So
you hustling way backwards, man. Kobe Bryant told these people, look, all you got to do is go every single day.
Mm-hmm.
Spend twice the amount of hours as everybody else and put the work in.
Yep.
You're already there.
Yep.
Already there. So get nicer. Just get nicer. And you get paid. It's like we see players do it. We just talked about SAG. He did it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, come on, man. Like
you dropping gems, man. That's why we call you Unc.
Wow.
Yep.
Wait. What? They working me again. And then think about this. This ain't practice featuring CJ Uncle Sean.
Works for me.
That does not work. I am an uncle, though. I am an uncle.
Yeah.
I am an uncle. I have a beautiful niece. She's great.
Yeah. And you got a dope nephew over here. So
no, you're not. No. God, I hate you. You know what? BJ is uncle. Okay, he's older than all of us.
That works for me. So yeah, man. So hey, so we're gonna do it next Sunday, same time. We'll lock in and we'll really have some because I think the playoffs actually kick off next Saturday. So we'll have some playoff basketball to talk about, and we'll be getting close.
The play-in is with the 17th through the 19th, right?
I believe so. This week coming up.
Okay.
Yep. So I think maybe Wednesday. Yeah. And then we'll be able to talk about we'll do some draft talk because that following Thursday is the NFL draft. So we'll get into what we think the Vikings will do, should do.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, there'll be talk some quarterback talk, man. So we'll definitely get into it, man. But man, we appreciate everybody that listened, man. Join the chat. If you didn't get a chance, listen to it later on podcast, like, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Like, subscribe. Yes, please do.
Sir. Yes, sir. Well, man, I'll let you you got some prepping to do.
Yes, sir. Yep, you gotta get ready. So if you guys want to come back here in an hour, we've got BJ's show, BJ Cool TV. He's your daddy. I can't stand that. Called American Matrix. So it's more so on the political side of things. So if you got time, tune in. That starts at 2. That's it, man. Other than that, we will see you guys back same time. Hey, Chris, I took it easy last night just for you, man.
I appreciate it, man. They say I'm a good influence, man. I got to look out for my uncle, man. I can't have him.
Wow.
I got to make sure you get your rest and everything.
Wow.
You know how I go.
I can't stand it.
All right, family.
All right, fam. We'll see you. All right, y'all. Thanks for joining. Bye.